Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sophie. This is Nutshell, your video series about all things positive psychology, science, and coaching for all you logical minds. Today, I'm going to talk about two fascinating concepts under the huge umbrella topic of emotions. The first is emotional intelligence, and the second is emotional agility. Are you getting confused? Okay, don't worry, let me explain. Emotional intelligence can be defined as your ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as how you perceive, interpret, and respond to the emotion of others. There is a whole history of research on this topic, rather recent, I may say, thanks to famous psychologists like Myers, Salovey, Caruso, and Goleman. It is now widely accepted that emotional intelligence is a useful thing to have as a human, like a potential, a bit like IQ, and you can mobilize it more or less in your life. Now, to do that efficiently, or dare I say elegantly, you use agility. Emotional agility is the ability to navigate one's emotions, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to respond to challenges in a constructive manner. Let me tell you now how this gets really exciting, right? We can build on our brain plasticity. So we can train and become better at emotional agility. And we can do this, for example, with coaching. But why should you care about coaching on your emotional intelligence or agility? What happens for many of us who have not been educated on these topics is that we go through life with reacting to emotions, almost surviving them. And we find really ineffective ways of dealing with our emotions, for example, to try to block them. And this can have some negative impacts on mental health through the development in time, for example, of certain obsessive, compulsive behaviors, overspending, overscrolling, possibly even addictions. We can get stuck in these vicious cycles of negative emotions, feeding more negative emotions that remain unprocessed. And the worst part is we can lose track that we even have some capacity to influence any of this. Now, what I have seen is the transformation that my clients experience when they open up to their ability to perceiving, understanding, and managing their emotions, rather than merely surviving them. The way I typically approach that in my coaching practice is with cognitive behavioral coaching techniques. Together, we take stock of the thoughts, the emotions, and the actions, the links between all of them, and the fact that your life is the result of how you experience all of this. It's like the backbone of your mindset. So that's the structure that I'm using. And we work out together on bringing flexibility in your backbone instead of being rigid. And that is key. Because you can get the same action with completely different results depending on what emotion you're feeling. And when you start to get a bit of control on that, it changes everything. So, in a nutshell, I spoke about how emotional intelligence and agility are abilities with skills and competencies that you can intentionally train, with coaching, for instance. And when you pay attention, you can harness your emotions better. And this makes your life more fulfilling. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to click the bell for the latest updates and insights. And get in touch with me via direct message if you want to exchange. See you soon in the next episode.